TGreenMan. Today's discussion, episode 1. We give you a little freestyle to run us in. Yo, today's discussion got everybody rushing for the door, turning on the TV for something you can't ignore. Cause we breaking hardcore. It's like everybody was getting held at home and couldn't get to the store. Living inside my mind, I grind. I'm looking for that sign. Been living and giving, going hard. I ain't wasting no more time. I've been swimming through the slime, and I hear that time. Came through the game to turn a nickel, make it to a dime, and then make it to $1. Cause I'm a scholar in my own brain. Graduating from the college of street inside my own brain. I've been through shame. I built my fame, lifted like a crane, came from the drain, and now I'm taking away all my pain. Use it for energy, to leverage my life, going hard, even when people behind try to stab me with the knife. I turn around and smile, looking at their face, cause they ain't understand inside my mind is faraway place. I'm in the universe where stars disperse, lifting up a curse, going hard while people on the streets they go for purse. They take it worse. I'm going in my mind to find I've been living, I'm going hard because I'm made to shine. I unwind, I see the line, going for the light. Came through the door, now I'm here just to end the fight. I ignite, so keep it going as we keep on rushing. TGreenMan on the mic, here for today's discussion. What up? TGreenMan. Today we have our guest today.
Jinneas.
Nice to meet Jinneas. Say hello, everyone. Today we are going to discuss a topic. I hope you guys enjoy the freestyle I put ahead of it. This will be a new thing I'll be doing on the channel, where I'll be inviting guests on, talking about different subjects, and just kind of getting different feedback and kind of going back and forth. Please leave comments, like, subscribe. There'll also be a link to Jinneas' channel at the bottom. Please go over there, check out her content. She has an amazing vlog she has with her friend. Check out some great content. It's got a lot of stuff going on with the community, a lot of other stuff going on. So with that, we'll get right into it. Today's topic. Where's my phone? Sorry.
I can go ahead and read it for you. How important is physical existence to spiritual? Is there a transformation, or is it just an illusion of growth?
Wow. It's a deep one. Why don't we go ahead and get the guest to start off with her interpretation, since she is the guest. What does she think? What do you think about physical existence, spiritual existence?
I think physical is just what's physically here on earth, so things that you can touch and have a possession or something. Spiritual growth is something a lot harder than that. It's actually growing, learning your life lessons instead of victimizing yourself like I am a product of this situation that I can't overcome.
Yes.
It's a situation of like, okay, spiritual growth is, this is not physically happening to me, yes, but this does not have the power over me. This is an obstacle I have to overcome to empower myself to be smarter, stronger, more abundant, more intellectually smart. So I believe that that's the difference. There's just like the physical stuff that you touch or something that physically happens to you, but it's how you interpret the physical to the spiritual type of thing. It's a processing system.
That's deep. That, to be honest, that's pretty much how I look at it as well. The only thing I would add to that would be, the only thing I see kind of like what you were saying, is it's not necessarily existing unless you allow it to exist. I think that it's kind of also there to make you stronger spiritually. Yeah. With what you're saying with the obstacles and overcoming.
Yeah, so like not being a victim. So
yes,
you would like look at your situation and you'd be like, okay, I think how we were talking earlier, and you said like a person lost their job, and instead of them looking at it as like all hope is lost, look at it as an opportunity to learn something new, become stronger, or find your passion again and find your way in life doing something you love versus being stuck in a cycle that repeats itself.
Yes, I agree with that totally. I think that a lot of people definitely get stuck in a mental prison. I think I was actually reading something about it last night, and I was going to bring it up, was cognitive dissonance, where the human mind, what happens is something comes along that happens to you, and it affects the way you look at something that you believe in, and it alters that thing because you look at it as wrong because it's something you're faithful about. So
and then it sends a negative energy to your body, and then your body works against the energy that's coming to you.
It actually can shut off your ability to be able to look between what's normal and what's not. You almost revert to an animal. And I think that that's kind of what happens in society today, you know, with like the rioting and things like that. I don't think it's people being bad. I just think that it's people so emotional with something they're faithful in that they lose control of their mind and they react upon it because in their mind they're reacting to something that they feel just about.
They need to defend themselves and
correct.
Hurt. It's a cycle of hurt. Like you hurt me, I hurt you. We'll go back and forth, but the resolution doesn't take effect until someone breaks into the cycle and decides to change it.
Breaks the cognitive dissonance.
Yeah. So there's actually an episode on Netflix. I believe it's still on Netflix. It's called Heal. And there's this lady who had cancer, and she kept on saying, well, medicine is bad for me. Medicine is bad for me. And she's telling her body this. So what was the body doing? Fighting against the chemo. Now this was a lady who did yoga, ran all the time, ate healthy. She was a vegan. Most things that they say that we shouldn't eat this day and age, she wasn't eating anyway. And she still got cancer. So they explain in this documentary, Heal, is that she did everything right. And she still got cancer. And then she went to all these different therapies and all these different things, avoiding actual chemotherapy, the medicine, because she felt it was bad. So she ended up seeing a therapist that said you need to train your mind to think that this is good for you, that this is helping your body, that this is helping you get better. She was in stage 4 and she ended up beating it with no cancer. It was disciplining the mind to understand the actual situation, that sometimes medicine is good for you. It depends on the circumstances. Are we fighting the problem or are we fighting a symptom? Because if we are fighting the symptom, then we're covering it up. We're not helping our bodies. So that is bad for us.
Yes.
But if the medicine that's given to you is actually fighting the problem, that is not bad for us. It's retraining your brain into understanding stuff. So it's not fighting against, because your brain is what's in power of your whole body.
Correct.
It communicates to your whole body.
Correct.
So if you're saying bad and chemo is not naturally something we produce, then what is your body doing? Fighting against the chemo that's coming in, because in your head it's bad.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the same thing when
Like
you're
law of
talking about the
attraction.
mind and the animal and the rioting, because people are in defense mode and stuff like that. A lot of it is like, I need to make a point, because where is the end of the line going to be if I don't stand up and say something, which is true, but then you take it far and then they take it far, and then that's like the negative cycle.
Yeah, I do think that where I think it also comes to is that it's also I think human life in general is hard for everybody, and I think that when you add those situations on top of human life, it doesn't help. I think if we took more time to calm our human psyche down before we get into that. I mean, like where I was gonna go with what you were talking about with preparing the mind, kind of training the mind. What I do right over here, what you were saying, if you notice that, is I actually chant to that like 2 hours a day, and that's kind of how I center my mind to get it ready for the day. If I don't do that for 2 hours a day, I notice it. When I'm outside, something happens to me, I react differently. But when I do that, because I think it kind of centers my rhythm, I think with people kind of not just do that in general, but do something to help center their body and center their energy, because I think we don't revert enough to our energy on the inside, and we forget, and we get engulfed with the life that goes on around us. So we forget that we have this all powerful inside that can help us, conquer anything in our lives. And I think all of us together, and I think that's what humanity in general could do to help each other more, is remind each other that we are as great as we are. All of us are great. None of us are lesser or more than any of us.
I think too is like not outsourcing your health. I say this a lot with a lot of people. I'm a massage therapist, so I tell people a lot, you cannot outsource your health. So understanding your muscles, what they do, understanding your skeletal system, what it does. Yes, we have doctors for a reason, but you are responsible to understand the body that you walk around in, because the quality of life is based on how you take care of yourself. And
mind, body, and spirit.
The thing deeper into not just the skeletal system, the lymphatic system, or the muscular system, they have what's not talked about, and that's your energetic system of your body. And understanding, even if you can't understand everything, understanding your chakras. Your chakras are like the emotional, like each one has its own hertz, lowest to highest, and understanding your colors, what they represent. Your emotions play a big part in how you react in life. And if you're carrying around the trauma, it stays in the muscle tissue. And just understanding how to help yourself. If you have negative thoughts come into your head, say 5 positive things to yourself. Refeed yourself that, because you don't want to carry all that stuff in any part of your body, because you're going against your law of attraction of what you want to attract to you. You're going against it the more you feed the negative versus the positive.
You went right into where I was going to go into next, which is last, but was cause and effect. I think cause and effect controls everything. That's what I personally believe. I think that everything we do has an effect. The medicine you put in your body, chanting, not chanting, doing something, not doing something is a cause. So I think every cause we make and what we do coming here to make this video, whatever, is a cause, and we get an effect from it. Something is going to always come from every cause that we make, and I think the only way we can ever get the things we want to achieve in life is if we make the causes. Like over this last pandemic, I had the first 3 months, I was literally going to night with no food in my belly, and instead of losing control and freaking out and doing something I would regret, I got on here, started learning how to edit videos. I started doing things and I would actually wake up every day and make as many causes into the universe to help my situation, because I looked at it like I can sit here and cry about my situation and cry out to the world and see who's going to help me, or I can take it in my hands and I can go take the causes to get what I want. I had to walk 20, 30 miles because I didn't have a vehicle at the time and all these other things, but because I took all those causes, 3 months later I got probably more benefit than I've gotten in years. Got myself into a new car. I was able to upgrade my whole entire business with brand new equipment. I found customers that I needed, and I also got rid of customers I didn't need. So it was like a purification process, even though I had to go through what people would probably call hell to get there. And would I go back on it? No, because it made me who I am. And I think that a lot of us humans, what we do from time to time is we get on these journeys with cause and effect. We're on this 10-step journey. We get to the 9th step and it gets hard, so we just give up. And we don't realize by getting that 9th step, it's like if we gave up at the first step.
That negative energy of like, I can't, it's too hard, or if I even try, then this is going to happen and it's going to set me back. And that goes back into the say 5 positive things for every 1 negative thing counteracted.
Yeah, so what I think we'll get for this to kind of close off on is for anybody out there that has something negative in their mind, take Jinnea's advice. For every negative, think about 5 positive things. I actually do 10, but 5 is easier. So do 5, and I think that you'll be in a much better situation, because just thinking about losing everything, but then thinking about, well, I have my friends, I have some food, I got a couple dollars, I'm alive, and I have people who care about me. Those things can just those things alone can remind you where you are in life. So with that, we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Jinnea, for coming and joining in on this wonderful conversation. We got more conversations to come in the future, as well as more music. I got some more singles and stuff I'm working on, as well as an album that should be dropping in the next month or two. So please smash that subscribe, hit the like, please leave a comment, go down to the description, hit on to Jinnea's channel, subscribe, like, comment, and let's keep rolling on. Have a good day, guys.